Okay, here you can see me establishing my 1 rep max for this blood flow restriction protocol for triceps. Be sure to keep good form, elbow pointing straight down towards the ground. Make sure there's no compensations with your body, like pushing down into the weight. It should be all through the tricep itself. Slow and controlled. As you can see here, I established my 50% 1 rep max around 50 to 60 pounds. So once you establish your 1 rep max, you can start putting on your occlusion cuff or what you're choosing to use for your blood flow restriction. I already have my optimal pressure set at 120. The way to establish your optimal pressure for blood flow restriction is very simple. Just blow up your occlusion cuff until where you no longer have a pulse within your radial artery, which can be palpated here in just a second. You can see me doing it. When that pulse is completely gone, blood is no longer going into that extremity. You will slowly let out pressure from your cuff. When you feel the pulse come back and then it is weak and there's no tingling sensation in your extremity, this pressure is fine to use for blood flow restriction. Again, you can see me here palpating, making sure my pulse are there. They are weak, but they are present. Once the cuffs are placed on, I begin the protocol. First set is 30 reps on each arm of basic tricep pushdowns. Here you can see me using 50 pounds, which is close to 50% of my 1 rep max, which is what this protocol uses. Most protocols have you using 30 seconds between exercises. When you're using single arm extremity exercises, no rest is needed because you're resting the extremity as you're performing the exercise with the other extremity.
I told him we have a redneck backyard because I have states going through trying to stay alive. Years ago we had a fence.
As you can see here, below the cuff, my arm is starting to turn a reddish coloration and my veins are beginning to pop out. This is a good indication that the BFR is working the way it's supposed to be working. At all times, there's no tingling sensations within my extremities. If tingling does begin to occur, air is slightly let out of the cuff. For this second exercise, you can see me doing reverse tricep extensions. Repetitions are now trying to get 15 repetitions. It is okay if you do not get 15 repetitions. Go to failure, but no more than 15. For the third exercise, it'll be lateral tricep extensions. What is great about this protocol, you're hitting the tricep in all 3 heads from different variation of angles. Again, you can see me slowly starting to fatigue and hitting failure and not getting the 15 repetitions. This is okay if you do not get 15 repetitions. Always maintain good form. After you have performed all 3 exercises, be sure to check and make sure that your pulse is still there. You can see me here palpating my radial pulse. Vascularity is slowly starting to increase, and again, there is no tingling sensations within my extremities. If there is tingling, please let out some of the pressure After about 30 seconds, go back into the exercises, beginning with tricep extensions. Repetitions are now 15 reps or till failure, but no more than 15. It is important that if you have a lacking muscle or a muscle that is weaker than the other side, always begin with that muscle. If you are a bodybuilder or someone who is trying to keep their muscles in balance with each other, you always want to train your weaker muscle first, because it is easier for your weaker muscle to catch up. You see here that I give up around rep 4 or 5 because I'm beginning to compensate. Again, pulses are assessed. Weight is then dropped down to 50% of what you just had, so 25% of your 1 rep max. As you can see, vascularity still is improving. Pulses are still being monitored. They are weak but still present. For the third set through, repetitions again are for close to 15, no more than 15, but to failure. By this time within the protocol, your slow twitch muscle fibers are almost of no use, and only your type 2 muscle fibers are being recruited. These are your bigger, bulkier muscle fibers that are used for strength and what we aim for hypertrophy within bodybuilding. It is common to feel the lactate build up within the arm and a burning sensation. Though the weight is only 25% of my 1 rep max, it feels just as heavy right now as the 50%. After the third set through, again, pulses are palpated. Again, they are weak but present. No tingling sensations at this time. If tingling was occurring or pulse was absent, air would be released from the occlusion cuff. For the final part of this protocol, straight arm extensions with bilateral upper extremities will be performed to complete failure. Remember to keep good form and no compensation. The weight goes back up to the 1 rep max of 1 arm extremity. This was 50 pounds for me. I'm now doing 50 pounds with 2 arms, equivalent to 25% of one upper extremity tricep extensions. Again, it is important to maintain good form and not compensate by using your upper body weight to push down into the weight. Do not get caught up in counting how many reps are performed during this final bout. This is about going to complete exhaustion. It's important to remember that 2 hours after this protocol is performed, there's increased blood circulation to these extremities. Not only is there increased blood circulation to the extremities, growth hormone, HGH, testosterone, and other important factors used for growth of muscles are being released by the brain. With increased circulation to the extremities, these hormones are now being pushed into the extremities. You can see now that I've finished the protocol. I have a very good vascular pump, and I'm letting out the air. This is a good protocol for triceps and to catching up to triceps to your biceps. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. My name is Dr. Zach Cooper. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and certified personal trainer.